Yo, 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 what is up everyone? CloudyBogdan here and welcome back to the first episode of the brand new series I have made up on my channel. It's called the Mineplex Trainee Acceptance Party series, where every Friday at 2 p.m. 2:30 p.m. every Friday, there is gonna be a trainee acceptance party where new staff are accepted, new trainees. It's gonna be freaking beautiful, and yes, so it's for my time right now is 2 o'clock and 28 minutes, and it's supposed to start at 2:30, basically. This is gonna be great. Okay, we're gonna be joining this event in a second here. Still whitelisted. I'm also currently in a TeamSpeak, Mineplex TeamSpeak, and it's called, the channel that I'm on right now is called, Trainee Acceptance Party, duh. Alright, how about we just turn on, unmute the sound and see what everyone's up to. I think everyone's talking still, or are they? I don't know.
Scintillating stitches in the breeches of the boys who put the powder on the noses of the faces of the ladies of the harem of the quarter king erraticus. We're just passing by.
Okay. What am I listening to right now? What is the song? Alright, we got 1 minute left before the event begins. Alright, still whitelisted. Alright. Is it almost time? It's almost time. Oh no. Why? Why? No. Just no. Dead memes are dead, okay? Why? Nah. Jesus. Please. Stop. This is actually a very good remix. I love it. Alright. We still cannot go on it. Alright, it's 2:30. The event has officially begun. Alright, we should be able to join this event in a second here. Alright, come on. I'm just waiting for the server to open up, or people to talk at least. Alright, can we go on the server now? It's still whitelisted. Alright, it's gonna be a bit late. We just have to wait for a little bit. Oh my gosh, now we're listening to the Wii theme. Oh my gosh, people are talking, guys, listen.
User in your channel is recording.
People, why are people singing a freaking me song theme? Oh my gosh. Just listen to this. Sounds like dying cats over there. Oh my gosh. Oh no, now we're getting copywritten music playing.
Of course.
No.
2007 called, they want their joke back.
Let's turn up their sound.
User in your channel stopped recording.
Alright. Come on guys, talk. I'm not in a call, I'm just listening to them.
I was feeling real nostalgic for like 2 minutes.
User in your channel is recording.
What year did the Wii come out?
2000.
Oh, there we go. Look at this.
Yeah.
Gosh, I was. How old was I?
I was 8
Hey,
years
I
old.
wake
would
up.
have been.
My God, I was so.
Would have been
like,
11.
How old was I?
I think I was 7.
I was 15.
User in your
I
channel
was
is
about to say.
recording.
I remember
Channel is recording.
we got
Alright.
so excited for it.
My mom like
Me too.
woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning during Black Friday and went and got me one, and I heard her on
Holy
the
crap.
phone the next
Okay.
day, so I knew I was getting one for Christmas.
No.
I had to wait that entire time.
Can you actually die in here, I wonder?
Like, oh, so revolutionary.
Yeah.
Is it possible to die in here? I mean, after taking fall damage, can you die? Because you can take fall damage in here, Jesus.
Bowling.
There we
So
go.
how are you guys doing today?
And I was a pro Wii bowler. You guys don't even know.
My God. Funniest part was
Yeah,
when you
legit.
like bowled backwards and it, like everybody would like jump up behind you. I mean,
It's okay, Vanessa. I'll be here with you.
User
through
in
it.
your channel is recording. User
But-
in
Oh,
your
yeah,
channel is recording.
If you guys have ever asked for how to make your app more detailed, I put a
User in
joke
your
in
channel
about
is
Wii
recording.
Sports, and nobody's ever commented on it.
What?
Yeah.
what was it?
I was talking. The analogy
User
I
in your
used
channel
for
is recording.
if
User
how
in
to
your
like
channel
be
is
more detailed
recording.
is you could say you're the best Wii Sports tennis player
Oh,
ever,
I
but
saw
unless
that.
you back it up, then we don't believe you. And nobody's ever commented on it, so
That's
now you guys
hilarious.
know it's an Easter egg in there.
Why is there a freaking Gwen
there
bot
some
flying above my
trick
head?
where
It's
if
a
you
pu- I'm not
click the
hacking.
remote, it would, like,
It's clearly.
serve
I'm not
harder or
hacking.
something?
Yeah, you had to do it. Okay.
Yeah.
When the ball was at the top of the arc, if you hit it really hard, it would go really fast across.
Yeah, it would like have that effect on it as well with like a trailing.
Alright, guys,
like a
while
little
they're
particle
preparing
size.
to
Yeah.
announce the
Yeah.
trainees, I'm gonna take a
I used to be
picture
so
Oh my
happy
God.
when I did
for a thumbnail of
Mm.
this of
Boxing,
all
though.
this entire
Which-
series. I'm
Oh
gonna
my
take a
gosh.
that.
thumbnail.
That was rigged.
Okay,
I
so
love the boxing.
you
Like,
guys
there's
can
a
listen
training
to
mode as
them
well where, like, you
talk
have
and
to punch
stuff.
bags and stuff, right?
So
Mm-hmm.
I'll
User
be
in your
back
channel
in a
is recording.
second.
If you guys have a Switch, you should
Alright.
buy arms, because it's like that, but better.
God, the boxing
User
one
in your
was so
channel
rigged.
is recording.
I
It
love
was.
the boxing.
It was just
I thought it was the best.
spamming.
But like,
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, I can't
I tried to
morph,
block
right?
the
Yeah, I
next
can't morph.
Yeah, I was like,
I would really like to fly
Yeah,
up
I
and
still have my
actually
Wii too, but it's not
take a nice
connected
picture
to
for the
you or
thumbnail
anything.
of the series, but I can't. I'm
mean,
just gonna have to be on the
If you have a
ground
Wii
at
U,
all
it's like the
times.
Wii,
Okay.
but More. Wii.
what a gamepad.
Oh, I don't
More
know.
Wii.
Mhm.
All right. This
Mhm.
should be like I think I'm gonna like take a closer look.
Anyways, we have a really packed tap this week, and afterwards we have the TM Q&A. So, hype,
Hype.
Hi.
very
Tell
hype.
your friends to invite
Look
their
at all the
friends,
announcements.
So many.
So many announcements. So, yeah, no, I guess we'll get started with the trainees.
The trainees. We're getting started with
User in
trainees,
your
everyone.
channel started recording.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Took me a second. All right. So I have the first trainee that we are accepting today, and this person is from the U.S. He loves to read and write, and he has always had a passion for this since he can remember. He
Uh-huh.
has led a very active lifestyle and enjoys rock climbing and other physical activities. In the future, he wants to study and go into medicine and
He
train to
does
become a
rock
doctor.
climbing. Oh, that's
Under his
pretty
applicant,
dangerous,
he
my
wants to
man.
use his
User in your
passion and
channel is
dedication for
recording.
Mineplex to make a positive change in any way he can. Please join me in congratulating AGO3 on trainee.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
All right.
He just joined the event server too.
That is such a good surprise. Congratulations. Oh, Hemail, do you want to announce them in the server? Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Oh,
Okay, so I have the next person, who is also from the US. He has a diverse set of hobbies, including coding, watching YouTube videos, bowling, playing chess and
User in your
billiards, as
channel is
well as
recording.
going to the arcade and hanging out with friends. He's quite an experienced player, and I'm sure you've seen him in the staff request
User in your
community
channel
before,
is
because he's
recording.
very active there. A full heart and a helping hand for the community. He's wanting to keep everyone at Mineplex safe and happy. And this person is MSWS. Congrats!
Congrats.
Oh my gosh.
User in your channel timed out.
And I have the next person.
GG.
She is from Poland. She is currently on translations team for Polish
This is
and
great.
hopes to become either a flight attendant or a translator in the future. She absolutely hates carrots, so she was a vegetable
Carrots.
either cauliflower or broccoli.
I hate
She
broccoli.
is a joy to be around and hopes to become a trainee to become even more involved with the community and bring her ideas to further improve players' experiences on the server. Congrats to Nez on trainee. Congrats.
Congrats.
Felicitations.
User in your channel is recording.
Alright, and I have the next
Hey, it's
person
Chrome.
who's
Look,
also
it's
from the
Chrome.
US.
Hey, Chrome.
He enjoys volunteering
User
with his
entered
church
your
and his
channel.
community, and he likes learning new things such as how to code. He is passionate about helping players, both in-game and people in real life, and wants to further his abilities to help out the server in any way that he can as a staff member. His goal is to eventually join the training management team in the future, and the next person we are accepting is Nintendo Boy 11.
Hey, it's Watsy, the previous
Congrats.
moderator.
Congrats.
Congratulations,
User in your channel timed out.
It's a good
Nintendo
Alright.
boy. Woohoo!
Alright, and I have the next person who is the final PC trainee we're accepting tonight.
Final PC
So
trainee.
this person is in Canada,
Uh-huh.
outside of Mineplex. He enjoys playing ice hockey as a defender for his team. In his spare time, he loves studying astrology and astrophysics. As an
User entered your channel.
he expressed a burning passion for helping out the community and coming up with new ideas for it, meaning that he'd like to be on community management in the near future. So please congratulate Trinity Ivy to the staff team.
User in your
Congrats.
channel is
Congratulations,
Congrats.
trainee
Congrats.
Ivy.
Felicitations.
Trinity Ivy. I
User
mean Trinity
disconnected
5.
from your channel. User in your channel timed out.
Alright, and that is it for the PC trainees, but we got some new
User in your
PE
channel is
for you
recording.
guys. And our first new PE is from the United States. She's fluent in 4 languages.
Wow.
That's right, 4. And
4.
has a variety of hobbies such as archery, volleyball, writing, and drawing. She loves to play micro battles and wants to help inform the community about rule breakers and
Oh,
more
yeah.
knowledge so everyone can have a fun and
Hey,
safe
you
time
stole
on the
my
server.
idea!
And I guess as
She
long as
stole
we're
my
talking about
idea,
which
guys.
teams they want to join, she is really interested in quality assurance because she likes
Oh,
to
this is
test
funny.
new games and help find bugs. Inspired by her brother, who is
User
also
in
on
your
the
channel
PE
is
staff team,
recording.
she's ready to give her best shot to helping the community. And
So
this
her
person
brother
is
is a
I
moderator
Lele.
too.
Congrats!
Congrats.
Congratulations to your brother and you.
And I have the next and last PE trainee for today, who is from the US. Outside of Mineplex, he enjoys going mountain biking
User in
and
your
has
channel
enjoyed
timed
doing
out.
robotics
User
for the past 3
Robotics.
years. Especially because
Robotics.
of the free food events, which I can relate to. He is currently on our PEQA team and hopes
User
to
in your
further
channel
improve the
started
server by
recording.
helping out players more in game and making sure everyone is enjoying their time on our server. So please congratulate STMNJ on trainee. Congrats!
Congrats.
Congrats!
And that is all the trainees that we have for you
User
guys
Oh.
this week.
disconnected from
User
your channel.
disconnected from
A lot of them.
User
And now I'm going to
disconnected
give it
from
over
your channel.
to King Crazy underscore to talk about something exciting happening with QA.
Oh wow, that's exciting.
Something exciting?
Mm.
Oh, congrats to Spinman My favorite.
He's not here, so.
Oh, that's disappointing.
You can listen back to it.
Yeah, you know what? It's a thought that counts, really.
User
True.
disconnected from your channel.
Thanks,
So,
Jack.
Joe, what do you have for us?
You know, some spicy news.
Spicy news.
So I'm here to tell you guys that QAT will be opening up to the community very soon. Whoa. So basically, there's going to be an application that you guys can fill out to join the team. You should be expecting some more news within the next few days or so. So that's pretty exciting. And in case you don't know what QAT is, it's basically a team that works very closely with QA, LT, and design. to help
Quality
test new
assurance
features and
testing.
updates. Well, you also can give your direct feedback on what could be changed or improved, which is
User
quite fun.
disconnected from your channel.
Oh, this is
Um,
great.
I think it's a pretty great team, and I know
Mm-hmm.
some people, recruiters, are here who are on the team, which is exciting. So, I think they've been enjoying their time, hopefully. So
Cosby,
It's
you're
a lovely
interested?
team.
I
God,
resigned
thank
from
you.
that team, so.
User in your channel stopped recording.
it is one of the best
Yikes.
teams you can join. So join it.
No, it's really fun. It really is.
User in
Do
your
it
So-
for
channel is
Jules gifts.
recording.
They're great.
I do monthly gifts. So yeah, just be on the lookout. There should be more within the next few days.
Okay then.
User
Basically, yeah.
disconnected from your channel.
Thank you, Joe.
Oh, you're welcome, Dean.
Okay, go now. Bye.
Bye.
User disconnected from your channel.
Bye.
He accepts it. Doesn't even say anything.
User in your channel is recording.
All right, and even more announcements.
Let's
Our
see.
very
Is
own
there
Allison.
anything exciting gonna happen?
Alright, hi. My dog's probably
Hi.
gonna bark, but cool. Anyway,
Huh.
what else is new, right? Okay, so I'm going to be accepting 3 new people to the music moderation team. For those of you who do not know what the music moderation team does, they moderate our plug DJ room and hang out and help people and all that fun stuff. Some of these people have been waiting over a month to get a response, so bless them.
I see.
Anyway, so the first person I'm going to be accepting is _Jillian. The second person is NatesBait, and the third person is Breezelet.
Ooh.
Congrats, you guys.
Woo.
You'll get a
Hey.
message from me
Congrats.
soon, TM, at some point.
Congrats.
User left your channel.
Felicitations.
Congratulations.
Oh my. So we got
Guess what?
tap, we got trainees, we got
More
Q&A.
announcements.
Oh, not really.
More announcements.
Crazy.
Damn.
Wow. This
User
time
in
by
your channel is
Islan
recording.
and IPBJ Sandwich.
Hey! Alright, so yeah. So we are here for karaoke. We're the regional karaoke leads. I'm US, Island is EU. And tonight we are actually accepting new additions onto the karaoke team. We opened up apps on the 1st of August, so it's only been 10 days, but we've gotten a bunch of applications and we're really excited to announce a few new additions.
User
So
in
we can
your
get
channel
started with
timed
that
out.
now that we have everything situated with quotas, stuff like that. After Lewis and Star left, we can finally add new people onto the team, which we're really excited about. Hopefully we can spice up karaoke
User
a bit
in
more.
your channel is
So,
recording.
Island, if you want to start off with the EU acceptances.
Yes.
User disconnected from your channel.
The first person from the EU that we are
I'm gonna make sure that I
accepting is Lana
send a friend request on both
18671.
forums and in-game
Second
to
person
all
we
the
are
new
going to accept
trainees.
is It's Hippo. Third person is Aussie Fighter. And the fourth and last EU person is Prit.
User
Alright,
in
and
your
then I'll be
channel is
doing
recording.
US acceptances. We have 5 tonight for a grand total of 9. I'm pretty sure that's going to be an incredibly large batch that we'll have to deal with. First one is Pingings. Then we have Snowy Kitty, Chloe
User
Griff,
disconnected
Nub
from your
Draco,
channel.
and Geographies. So, congratulations to everyone that was accepted tonight. If you did not get accepted, feel free. The application
User
is always
disconnected from
open.
your channel.
We do ask, though, that you wait at least a month in between applications as to not, kind of clutter everything.
User in your channel started recording.
And remember that karaoke.
But
EU
you said
karaoke
that
is at
there's
12 p.m.
you should
EST
wait
Friday,
like
US
oh my
karaoke
God.
2 p.m. EST Saturday, and we hope to see you all there.
What's with all the clicks?
For those who got accepted, you can expect a message from us soon, TM.
Yes. soon to.
But
Fire, what is happening?
but you're supposed
Oh
to
crap! I'm sorry.
you're supposed to wait like 2 weeks. You're supposed to like wait 2 weeks between applications. Isn't that correct? Oh my gosh.
Congrats, guys.
You
You
guys.
should definitely go to karaoke. Everyone in here should be at karaoke.
User disconnected from your channel.
Yeah, I think
User left your channel.
Himel said he's
User
a pretty good singer,
disconnected
so
from your channel.
No, I didn't say that.
Yikes. But yeah, congrats everyone on karaoke host.
Don't expose me like that.
User in your channel stopped recording.
And that is it for tap. But we do have
User
a TM
disconnected from your
Q&A
channel.
straight
Disconnected from your
afterwards. So
channel.
if you want to stick around for that, stick around. Otherwise, I hope to see you all next week.
See you guys.
User
Rude,
in
the
your
people
channel stopped
disconnecting don't want to
recording.
know more about TM.
That's
No.
That's a great.
wow.
That's good.
So I wonder what they're gonna be
It's an
talking about for the
interesting
rest
hour,
of the time being, cause this event's supposed to last like 1 hour. For me, it's from 2:30 to 3:30. So let's see what they're
I'm
gonna be
sorry
doing.
about that, by the way.
User disconnected from your channel.
Hi, mentors. How are you today?
User
Hi,
disconnected
fellow
from
mentor.
user in your channel.
Hello,
is
fellow
recording.
mentors.
Hey, mentors.
Hello.
All the mentors, hey.
Am I missing anyone?
No, Metal's not here.
Rip,
User
rip, potato
disconnected
chip.
from your channel.
All right. So I'm also gonna be moderating the Q&A.
Oh, we can ask questions. Okay.
User disconnected from your channel.
Wow, guys, try not to be too enthusiastic.
Yeah, I mean,
We haven't had a Q&A in so long.
Exactly.
It's gonna
User
be very
disconnected
interesting.
from
Like a
your
year
channel.
ago in March.
Holy crap, a year? No, it hasn't. Please tell me it hasn't been that long.
User in your
It's
Oh yeah,
channel
funny.
started recording.
Vanessa was happy that she didn't have to record 18 hours.
Ooh.
Hey, there's X slow
Aren't you-
Wi-Fi.
oh, yikes.
Hello. What's up?
oh yeah, I was at the beach for that one. I remember. I was sitting in my
What-
hotel room at the beach. I was still a TMA.
What were we doing, guys? I don't even remember.
The only one I remember was with Jenna Cats, which is like
Holy crap,
a
dude,
really
that's
long
like
time
3
ago.
years
ago.
ago.
Yeah.
User left your channel.
Okay. So so you guys had the opportunity for the last month-ish to ask questions on the forums,
User in
and
your
a lot
channel
of
is
you
recording.
did. So thank you very
User
much for
in
that.
your
Okay, here's the question. Are you
I'm
allowed
sure
to
that we'll
hack on
be
this server?
answering a couple
Obviously
questions
not.
from the chat as they come in, but we'll mainly be focusing on the ones that were sent in.
Can I maybe become a
Um,
moderator?
Started recording.
That's a joke, okay?
So,
That's just a
yes.
joke.
I'm gonna start off with. I don't want to start off with a question for me. That's lame. I'm gonna start off with asking a question for recruit mentors and Rage. What's it like juggling recruitment work and mentoring work? And for Rage, what is
User
it
in your
like
channel is
to juggle
recording.
recruitment work and TMA work?
User in your channel is recording. User disconnected from your channel.
I guess I can go first.
Go ahead.
I mean, I've been a recruit mentor for the longest. I've been a recruiter for 2 years now, and I've
Is that
been
Firestar?
a mentor for a year and a half now. So majority of my time on TM has been spent balancing the
Who's
two.
talking? Is that Firestar?
And I am the AU and some US mentor, so there's not a whole lot of AU candidates, but there have been
User in
times
your
when I've
channel
had
started
the most
recording.
mentees out of anyone.
Yeah, we got
which is fun.
H2O on
But,
here. We got Firestar.
I mean, I guess it just depends
User
on how good
disconnected
your
from your
time
channel.
management is, because this
Yeah,
whole
it's
period I've had,
Firestar.
like,
She's the one who's
jobs
talking
to,
right
like,
now.
both food
Firestar,
service and retail and
the
other
recruiter,
miscellaneous jobs,
the
so
senior mod.
It's not, you don't
User in
necessarily
your
have to
channel is
have
recording.
like a ton of free time, but you just have to be really good at time management and knowing when to budget things. Like, I take down for my mentees, I do all of the progress reports and take down all the stats on one day, so I just have to get everything done on that day, and it doesn't take a whole lot of time, but you have to be really active too, just from like the day-to-day stuff, especially with recruitment, because you're always processing apps and then having interviews and stalking people. And on Fridays, Fridays is their big day
Oh, and
for
their Creeper
recruitment,
Jack
and
is the
then for
previous
me, Saturdays is the
moderator.
big day for mentoring, so I
Cool.
just do that
I remember.
like,
Frick.
8 hours later.
I forgot.
But, I mean, I guess it just depends on how good your time management skills are. It's really fun because I think the most rewarding thing is you can go from literally like reading someone's app and commenting on it, interviewing them, accepting them, and then mentoring them their whole trial, so you get to know them like super well, and that's really fun, and you get to make a lot of really close friendships with that, which is awesome, and you get to meet a ton of community members, and it's really fun. So yeah, just time management skills. That's your tip of the day.
Allison, right? Anything to add?
I mean, Fire pretty
User
much
in your
hit
channel timed
nail
out.
on the head there. Yeah, like
Wait,
she was
H2O
mentioning,
is
a
a
lot of
girl?
The mentoring
Oh my
stuff
god.
I do about 2 days a week rather than having to
User
have to
disconnected
do
from your
something every
channel.
single day. Where with recruitment, it's more you can kind of do it every single day. Mentoring,
User
all of the
left your
stat stuff
channel.
is done all at one time just to keep it consistent, so you don't have to work throughout the week other than just kind of answering people's questions if they have them and stuff.
User
So I
disconnected
would say
from your
just
channel.
the
Entered
same
your
thing,
channel.
being smart with the time that you do have and just making sure that you can
User
get
disconnected
all
from
that you
your
need to
channel.
get done. Personally, for me, just because I'm on recruitment, mentoring, and other sub teams
User
as
in your
well,
channel is
I have a whole
recording.
Trello board.
Yep,
Hey,
it's
wake
Like
up.
a personal Trello board that I use to just keep track of what I need to get
Hey,
done
wake up.
and like do stuff like that. So that really helps
Oh,
me
that
to
was
stay
so good.
organized with all of the tasks
Hey
that I have
now,
to get
you're
done.
all-star.
And without that, I would probably go crazy. So that's what keeps me really focused on what needs to get done in a certain amount of time.
Okay.
User disconnected from your
Rich,
channel. User
anything
disconnected
to add?
from your channel.
I mean, with TMA, it's a little bit different. Not completely different, like, it's basically everything that they mentioned, but it's more of an SR kind of situation with TMA. Like, if there's a lot of SRs, like, I have to, you know, manage things a lot better than I normally would, because when it depends how many mentees you have, really. Like, if you have some mentees who do a lot of SRs and you have others who don't do as many, and if you have a couple of mentees who do a lot of SRs, you kind of have to juggle your work between recruitment and TMA more, and work your way around that more. But I have a great mentor to work with, Toby, who's really understanding and lovely with me, and he, you know, helps me out, and we schedule everything around my
Oh.
recruiter stuff as well. So
She's
you know,
no longer
scheduling meetings and
online.
stuff, and he's like really
Well
good
then.
with that about, you know, when I have interviews and stuff, he'll normally work it around that as well, so I can go to introduction meetings and all of that good stuff. So I have to thank Toby for a lot of it, because he's really good with that. But yeah, other than that, it's just I think with being a recruiter for quite a while, I'm used to that, and I know what I have to do for that, and that really helps me, because taking on the new TMA work when I first got it was a lot. But once you get used to something, you kind of work your way into it, and being used to recruiter work has really helped me with it, because I'm kind of settled into that area. So yeah, it's just really a balance.
Hey you. Hey. Hey Firestar. Remember me? I chatted with you a few days
Awesome.
ago.
So time management is basically what we can all agree on.
You. Hey.
Definitely.
Jesus, that sounds so terrible.
You haven't mastered that yet. Good luck.
Hey. Hey you. Hey. Wake
All right,
up.
so the next question is for me. Over time, we have seen trainee/helper batches go from around 30 people per batch to batches of like 2 or even 1 person. Would you say there is any particular reason for this, or at least why do you think it has ended up like this?
Hey, it's Bradster.
The 30 people batches were under a specific recruitment admin who, and I'm going to be fairly honest, no offense to the people who were accepted under him, but he wasn't very strict with anything.
You know what, guys? I'm gonna
when Jir took over, it became a lot
put
more
this
strict,
live
and
stream
when I took over, I kind
on
of
the
continued
forums
that
in the
trend,
YouTube
and
section,
I would want to say
YouTube
that
showcase section. So give me a second. You guys can
became
listen.
even
I'll
a little
just
bit more
talk,
stricter
but I
with
won't do anything in
applications
a
in
game
particular.
currently. I'm just gonna advertise this.
So that is
why not?
That's the main reason why we don't accept 30
It's a live stream about an event.
When Jir
It's
took
good.
over, the batches went from 40, 30 to like 10, 16. Over time, you know, it's not really a big secret that our player count went down over the last year and a half.
Who is this nub?
Which
Who is this
will
nub? I
also
don't know.
be reflected in the amount of
Applicants.
applications that we get. Although we
Applications, I
still
see.
get quite a lot of applications, especially over the last couple of weeks.
Stop making love to me, Clau. I don't want
within those applications, we really need to look for the people who
Oh,
have the
dear
most
God, okay.
potential. And that's why you'll sometimes see 2-person batches. You know, 1 person is a rarity, but 2, 3, 4 is kind of the standard now. And I'm honestly not concerned in the slightest, not worried. I feel like we do that for the reason of accepting quality people. If I were to copy the admin who was here 2 years ago, then we would have people. We would have batches of 20 people, but that was not an ideal situation. Exactly, quality over quantity. So yeah, no, that's why the batches over the years have become smaller. All right, then a question for all mentors: what do you guys call your mentees, and how and why did you choose that?
You can call me your sugar daddy.
With Allison.
No, you can call me
I call
your
my mentees
senpai.
tablets because of
Oh
my
boy.
name. And so it just kind of became a thing. Back when I was still a TMA, a couple of my friends and I were like, we would always joke around about it, and we would call each other tablets. And so it just kind of became a thing. Back when I was still a TMA, a couple of my friends and I were like, we would always joke around about it, and we would call each other tablets. They asked me, they're like, what are you gonna call your mentees if you get mentor? And I was like, I don't know. And somebody was like, droplets would be cool. And I was like, yeah. So that kind of just stuck. And eventually, when I finally got mentor, I was like, yeah, droplets. It's cute. I don't know.
Fire.
Speaking of being cute, my mentees are Sawaddles because, in case you guys didn't know, Pokemon is my life, and when we had Apps team, my mentees were Goomies, and I wanted to
Goons.
keep the same kind of theme
Goons.
of a Pokemon that has a 3-stage evolution.
Savage.
So you have, like,
Firestar,
basic
you're
stage,
savage.
first
Oh
stage,
my
and
god.
second stage, because like trainee mod, senior mod. And I was trying to think of the most cutest little bugaboo that like it grows and evolves and learns so much, and at first it's kind of small and you know it has it in them, but you gotta train them up more, and then
Oh,
they get
you're
bigger and
yeah. I
stronger,
guess
so
people
guys don't
who
know
are
what a
trainees, they're
Sawaddle
like
is,
Pokemon who you train to become a good moderator. That's a good relevance. That's actually a very nice symbolic meaning.
Breeze.
User in your channel is recording.
Oh, sorry. I just thought you were done.
No,
I'm so sorry.
User in your channel is recording.
You're good. Oops, that's the question form.
User
That is a
disconnected from
Sawaddle,
your channel.
and they're bug grass type, but they're really adorable. And my whole mentoring Trello has a background of Sawaddles and Swadloon and Leavanni, and they're super cute and adorable. And yeah, they're called Snuggly Sawaddles. So
Snugglies.
Really
Snugglies. Okay. We got 30 minutes left before the end of the event. Okay. What are they gonna talk about now?
She can't talk right now.
Oh, R.I.P.
Rip.
My
Husky.
turn?
Yeah.
Husky Mudkips.
Is my mic working, by the way? Not too loud?
Works
Alright.
very well, even though no one can hear me
alright,
because
these are called Cubs.
only
And the main reason
staff
for that
are allowed
is
to
that
talk.
when I was
So
promoted to mentor,
yeah.
Corgi had his mentee group that was pups, and that was going to be mine, but we obviously can't have the same one. So I had the suggestion of having Cubs, and we've gone with that so far.
Alright. Toby?
Cubs are cute.
Alright, can you hear me?
Yep.
Alright, cool.
Wait a sec. This is actually gonna be a very awesome
I was splitting
background.
water bottles and Smurfs.
Or this.
But we ended up with Smurfs because that's what people thought my skin resembled. To this date, I have no clue what my skin resembles, but we'll just hold it at Toby Smurfs for now.
Wait, so you said water bottles?
Yeah, it's because my past
This is a good background. I like it.
And I'm like, girl, that won't work. So
yeah. Perfect. Let's take a picture.
Alright, with...
Alright, so I call my mentees whales, and
Whales.
the reason why I chose that was because I like the whale emoji, and that's about it.
If I was a mentor, I would call my mentees a freaking, I don't know, clouds.
With another one of my mentees when I was a teammate.
Logic, everyone,
but
logic.
Whales sounded a lot better.
Whales.
Okay.
I did it. I took a perfect picture for the thumbnail.
Alright, awesome.
I'm so glad no one was on my way of taking a picture.
Yeah. What is the main difference between normal recruiters and senior recruiters, and how does someone get promoted to it?
Oh goodness.
You are a whale.
Rach, do you want to start off?
Well, I guess I'll talk about the difference.
User in your channel is
H2O, you rejected my application 2 weeks ago.
Senior recruiters focus more on tasks that make sure that everything kind of runs.
I knew these guys were related. John, you pissed. You freaking pissed in the toilet, John. How could you?
We still do, but
I was watching one of their videos. It's perfect.
Making sure that everything is going smoothly and you know, making sure that everyone is doing what they're supposed to, so that, because it can have a big impact if, you know, someone doesn't do, say, a certain write-up for something, and then it backlogs, and then that person is then delayed for like a couple days, and it just causes more problems. So we basically just ensure that everything goes smoothly, and that
John,
people
you're
do what they're
embarrassing.
supposed
Why
to
would you
do.
piss in a toilet and put it
We
up on
do a lot
YouTube?
of background stuff.
Why
For
would you do that?
things that we're not allowed to talk about.
Okay.
You know, we write stuff like the tap wall posts and
User disconnected
you know
from
the
your
sheets
channel.
that we need for tap. We edit all that and basically just make sure that everything goes well. I guess.
What are you trying to do, sir? What are you trying to do? What? What
How
are
you get promoted from it is we had the idea of if you
Are we
had to be on
dancing
recruitment
ballet
for
or
1
what?
year, but that wasn't practical. So now I guess it's just kind of whoever goes above and beyond, like constantly, all
Above
the
and
time,
beyond.
always,
Click.
not just like once
Bed
or twice,
Bath
but,
and
like,
Beyond.
literally all the time.
User
Rach
disconnected
is
from your
the
channel.
most recent one that we've had, so it's her. I'm not sure, like, because it's just me, Jade, and Rach right now. So, but yeah, and I mean, we all designate our own little duties. Like, Rach is a
Duties.
spy, and she.
That
is
was
very
just a
good
sarcastic
at
joke I
spy
made.
Stuff, but I'm like.
User in your
Since I
channel
used
is
to be the
recording.
interview manager before we had senior recruiter, that's still kind of my thing. Chances are, if you've been interviewed, I've sent you the message saying, "Hey, fill out this form, and I'll give you a person." So, but yeah, I mean, we still do comments and stuff too, and I guess if we have to think more critically, like over the whole process too, it's not like individual stages so much as okay, what about this person as a whole for us? But, yeah, I mean that's pretty much it.
Yeah, basically senior recruiters are kind of the managers of recruitment. To sum it up.
So with now.
User in your
I'm gonna
channel
go for
stopped
another
recording.
question from me.
All right, Dean.
I've noticed that more staff are resigning / being demoted than people joining the staff team. Is
Oh.
there anything you're going to do to tackle this problem?
Oh no.
That is completely dependent on the week. You know, on some weeks or months.
No wonder
that might be
there's
true,
so
on
many
others
hackers
that
without
is
being
not true.
controlled.
You know, we just accepted 7
More
people. So
more
unless
staff are
we
being
lose
demoted
7
and they
people this
join.
week, your statement is false. But yes, it does sometimes happen that we get more resignations and demotions than staff in a week. I don't see it as an issue.
I think
I
we're gonna
really
have
don't.
another friend of mine
You know,
joining
it might
me
have been an issue if
in a
this were to
second
happen,
here.
like a year or 2 ago when we didn't have a anti-cheat that did bans for us and
She might
and
join the
a
call.
good filter and whatever else. But right now our main focus for
If she's
staff
gonna
is
call me, I'm
also,
gonna mute the TeamSpeak
switching
for a
to
second, and
customer
I'm gonna
service.
resume them after.
You know, a lot of the community thinks that Gwen doesn't do much.
Yeah, Gwen, come on.
But if you're a staff member, you know that it does a lot, and it takes care of a lot.
But it takes
So,
forever.
in terms of moderation, we don't really need that many staff anymore, and we already have a huge backlog from the last couple of years.
Gwen,
of
you
staff
think
that are still
Gwen
staff.
is? Oh boy.
So I really don't see it as an issue that we sometimes lose more staff than we gain in a week.
Sound muted.
All right, guys, listen. I know Gwen is good, but I even made a small video. Literally, I posted it today of me freaking buying 3 alternate accounts for freaking $3. I mean $2. And I was testing out Gwen of how good it was. It banned me, yes. I was using an old version of Worst. And I'm not sure if the complexity of the hacked client matters to actually get away with hacking. But Jesus, Gwen takes forever to ban a hacker, even though when he flies a lot, it's very obvious. I mean, somebody said it has like 127, I think, lines of code, but that's not enough. I think it was, oh yeah, one of the staff members. His name is starts with an F. I forgot. I don't know. Anyways, let's resume.
Last time I started when there were a lot, and there are a lot, but that's because like school was kind of.
Yeah, school is my main
UK
nemesis.
And Europe and then US. It was just this kind
right
of
now.
couple of weeks period of time where a lot of people didn't have school, and so application intake was a lot more, but generally, I mean, I don't know if
User
I'm really that
disconnected
qualified to
from your
answer it since
channel.
I haven't seen it for the past like year, but yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's more like
I
this
just-
the holiday the holiday sort of periods like Christmas, summer, Easter kind
I
of
just
breaks.
hope Gwen is gonna
That's when
improve
we get
much
most of
more,
the,
because I constantly see
yeah, that's when
hackers
we
and they
get
just won't get
those
banned. It
spams.
takes forever. I mean, I don't know.
And I mean, interviews,
User
it really
disconnected
depends
from
on
your
like we
channel.
could have a week where we have 100 apps, but they could all suck. So
Yeah.
like, it really,
Yeah.
it
I mean,
depends. It's very situational.
Like yesterday, I think total we did like 6 or 7 interviews.
Yeah.
It was kind of
Yeah.
ridiculous. It was,
Oh
there
my
were a lot.
gosh.
User in your channel
then
is recording.
some-
Sound muted.
You guys know that they do about 15 applications. They check about 15 applications per
User
day.
in your channel is
And they
recording.
just said they had to do like 6 interviews yesterday or today. I forgot which one was it. That's a lot. I mean, it's not a lot, but it's the interviews usually last a few hours. Depends. The longer interview lasts, the more successful you are. The better, the more they like you, basically. Honestly, I might stutter because I'll be nervous. I might stutter because if if I do end up getting accepted. Yeah. This is not an interview. This is a tap
Sound resumed.
tap event.
Sound
And
resumed.
for of age people. But I guess by process, we don't really talk much about what we do during an observation because we're not gonna tell someone, hey, do this. Congrats on Trainee. It's more of we focus on basically just a big focus is in observations is your customer service. If you're someone who doesn't
Oh yeah,
doesn't
remember
really
X Turtle
interact
was
in
talking
chat,
about
say
freaking
if it's
X Turtle was the one who
something
talked
that
about
is we're
Gwen
worried about you, say we're
not
worried
having
about
enough
a specific
codes.
thing. It
I don't
depends on
know.
the applicant.
Lines
Because
of
it
code.
could be an applicant where we are unsure about something and we're observing them for a specific area. But overall,
User
during an observation,
disconnected
we
from
look
your
for a lot
channel.
of different things, and I don't really want to give it exactly away, but mostly just focus on
Blocked
customer
user
service and
disconnected from your
being a
channel.
nice person. But for the process of it, I always say this
User
in my
in your
interviews, like
channel
there's
is
not
recording.
really a set time for like how long it takes for an observation because it really depends on activity levels and on our end and your end as well. And you can be there from I've seen people in the past be there for a lot longer than they should be, but it normally wouldn't take more than like a month, I'd like to say.
Less than that now.
Less than that now. But yeah, it really depends on the observations that we get on you, and if we feel like after you get one
I
observation,
was just
after you've
reading
been
the
moved in
one of
interview,
my
that we
one of the
actually
comments I
want
have
to
gotten on
bring
the
in more
YouTube
on
showcase where I
maybe the
showcased this
observations that we
current
saw
live
that we
stream.
didn't have enough information that we needed, so we would ask for
User
another one.
disconnected from your channel.
And then once we feel like we've got enough, we'll decide if actually this person wasn't helpful and they should be rejected for not being helpful enough, or actually this person did really well in this observation, and then we will move them on, and then they will be reviewed
User
by
in your
Dean,
channel is recording.
and then they'll finalize for tap, or they'll be rejected for the reason from the observations of most likely not helpful in game. For underage applicants, we have a slightly
User in your
different
channel is recording.
approach for our observations. It used to be that we send you straight from applications and then to observations and then interview and then accept, but we do it slightly differently now. We will you'll come from applications as an underage applicant, and then you'll go to observations, and you'll stay in observations until you have a couple observations on you, and then if we think that you have passed that stage, we think
User
you did
in
well
your
in
channel is
observations,
recording. User left
then
your
we
channel.
will give you an interview, and then after the interview, if you do well in the interview, you'll be moved on back to observations, and then we'll see how you do there again, and if all goes well, then you'll be reviewed by Dean again, and then accepted at tap or rejected for the right reason. So yeah, that's observations in a nutshell. I don't think I miss anything.
No.
Yeah.
Alright, thank you.
Alright, now what?
The next question is for all mentors.
All mentors?
What's your favorite part about the whole mentoring process?
Ooh.
Go down the list again.
Why am I always first? I'm changing my name.
Hashtag hacker.
I guess my favorite part is just like being able to see my mentees, like you get them at the start of their trial and they set all these goals for themselves, and you get to see them kind of work and you help them out. In some cases you can help them out in certain situations, but just seeing them like really achieve those goals,
H2O is really monologuing right now.
get promoted to moderator or get a certain amount of SRs or anything, and so just like seeing them set those goals and being able to help them out in any way that you can, and just actually see them eventually achieve that is probably the most rewarding thing for me as a mentor. So that's probably my favorite.
User in your channel.
You said favorite part of the mentoring process?
User in your channel is recording.
Yeah.
Shoot. My favorite, I typically really enjoy right before the MOT until the EOT, so about the last 6 weeks of 5 or 6 weeks of the trial, because at that point the mentees really kind of understand and have a great grasp on what they're doing, and you can help them to reach their full potential, to like, you're doing good, but here's how what you could be doing better, and to help them really blossom.
I'm just gonna give a call to one of my friends.
Really making sure that they're ready to
if she is gonna join.
The world and be a model by
she likes to catch hackers.
And by that point, like I said, you already know them pretty well, so you don't have to do all
Never
of the
mind.
We're just meeting and starting to work together stuff. You already have a good groove going, so that's
I was planning to get Canadian Arcade in a call, but he is busy as always. Damn it.
Alright, I think it's my turn. I think that my favorite part, personally, is the interaction.
Mine too. I like interacting with
mentors just kind of
mentors.
roll through and try to push as many trainees as possible through the trial, and don't really think about it. But I absolutely enjoy getting to know everyone, especially from the beginning of their trial, not knowing them at all, to like having 2-hour midnight meetings about some random thing.
Yeah, it sucks for some people who can't even join because of their time zone.
They go on past us. It's cool to get to build those relationships with the people on the staff team.
Okay, then.
Awesome. Toby?
Just like Husky, I think it must be the interaction part which I enjoy the most.
Same.
Just like Husky said, some people might think that we tend to push as many people through as possible. But the thing is that we set limits for how many we want, and I set a specific limit just to ensure that I have the most possible time for each individual. Because that's the thing that I like the most about mentoring. It's just to get to know these people, and see them grow from when they start being a trainee until they're at their end of trial. It's just the best. Just like you can see their whole development throughout the trial. It's just great, really.
User disconnected from
Hey, no wonder I thought Firestar was a guy. Look at her skin. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with Husky and
that makes
Toby
sense.
about the interaction. Like, my favorite part about the whole mentoring process would have to be maybe the mentee parties, because those can range from anything, whether it be a movie or playing games on the server. It just gives everyone a chance to, I guess, come together and have fun.
Right. Is K talk yet or no? Okay, not talk at all.
User disconnected from your channel.
Okay. Or a question for all recruiters. Which one of you would you say is the funniest?
You received one cookie from Rach, right? I received one cookie.
I
so,
mean, funniest looking is who knows.
I just
Wow.
I would just say Humil because he's just kind of like a human meme.
Yeah.
I love you, Humil,
Wow.
but it's true. Like,
Oh yeah,
I'll
right.
take it.
Exposed.
We got one quickie from this person. Okay.
All right.
2 legs.
He's on 2 legs.
Yes.
Honestly though.
For the recruit mentors and Rach again, do you find yourself having more fun as a mentor or assistant in Rach's case, or recruiter? Why is this, and does it change given different situations?
Let's try parkour at least. I don't know. Crap. Okay.
This is really funny because when we did our last TM event, the form that we had to fill out to say if we were going or anything, it said mentor, recruiter, TMA, and I had to choose between mentor and recruiter, and I messaged Jade and I was like, I have to choose.
Yeah, you got to.
Yeah, you have to choose, boy. You have to choose.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, get
you
on
should
it.
choose mentor though.
This is a beautiful picture. Look at this, guys. Take a look at this.
Yeah, I did that. I was like,
Cool.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think it changes depending on the situation because it's really fun to get to know people for a whole 2 months rather than just like having an interview with somebody where you get
Rest in
an
pieces.
hour and a half with them. So you kind of get to, as a mentor, you get to know people a lot better and interact with them a lot more, and help them more to like learn the ropes of the staff team and stuff. But with recruitment, it's also nice to be able to see people. Like, one of my favorite things is to see people in the community that I know have worked really, really hard. And
well, look at this place.
Try to set
We have to explore every inch of this place before this
member.
event ends.
And so to be able to see them, you know, eventually apply and be successful and go through the application process, that's really cool. But yeah, I mean, I don't think I could ever choose between mentoring and recruitment, about like which one's my favorite. Both of them have good and bad. Because as a mentor, sometimes you have to be tough with your mentees if they aren't doing so well or have to address issues that aren't always easy to address. And so that's kind of like the downside of that. But then there's also times as a recruiter where you have to reject people that you really hoped, you know, were doing really well. And
yeah, it feels bad, doesn't it?
That gets them
H2O.
rejected. And so those are always like the sad times that kind of suck. But so yeah, there's good and bad to both positions. So.
Right.
I mean,
user left your channel.
I can't like pick one at this point because I'm both for about the same amount of time. But I started off on recruitment, and I feel like sometimes I lean a little bit more to the side of that just because more stuff happens on recruitment, like kind of on a day-to-day basis, whereas on mentoring it's usually like everything gets done on one day because you have like meetings on a day and take down all the stats on a day. But I mean, I guess Allison kind of talked about something which made me think of something else. My favorite thing is to like roast someone in an interview.
Roast somebody.
They get through it.
Guys, people get roasted in the interview.
You did a great job like recovering from that, and it's fun because I've had some of my mentees who like totally bomb their first interview and then they come back on the second interview and they're like totally they do amazing at it, and then in their first meeting I gotta be like, wow, I'm so proud of you, there's so much improvement there. I mean, yeah, everyone's gonna say the same thing, but you can't really pick. Yeah, Vanessa, they roasted me back then. It happens too much. They bully me.
For me, like, there's never a day where I'm like, today I only want to do recruitment stuff, I can't be bothered with teammate stuff, or vice versa. It's never like that. Like, I always want to do both. So I don't think I would prefer either. Like, if I was told one day, you know, you can be one or the other, it wouldn't be an easy decision, but I would probably lean more towards recruitment because that's where I was first, and that's where, like, I don't know, that's just where I came from the start as a recruiter, which opened me up to becoming a TMA, even though I wanted to be a TMA.
Why is there a Gwen client above me? My god.
It kind of flipped, like, my original plan was to become a TMA, but then I became a recruiter and fell fell through that process and ended up loving it. So, yeah, I love both, but I think I would always fall back to recruiter if I had to. If one day said you had to choose one or the other, I would probably choose being a recruiter. But I love both, and right now I wouldn't pick between either unless I had to.
I mean, we wouldn't have this opportunity either if the teams hadn't merged.
Okay,
back when they did at the
Guys,
start of last
let's
year,
see if we can trigger
we're all really
Gwen.
grateful for that, 'cause it's also presented the
I mean,
opportunity
no,
for
no,
the
wrong
recruiters
thing.
and the mentors to work a lot more closely together, which was one of the like
Here we go.
goals for when the teams merged again. So
This
we're all
should
grateful for
work. Gwen, I have killed Laura. I know you wanna bend my body. Beat my booty.
I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't listening
with
to
a
any of
hammer.
that because I was never
Ban
ban
hammer.
someone.
Yikes.
Uh,
I know I
Oh,
saw that. I
yikes.
was like, what did he just ban that person for? And I was like, oh, okay.
Gwen,
Casual.
Gwen, I know you want that booty to be
this one's
banned.
for Husky.
Come on. I'm just bored, guys. I'm just
Husky,
listening
you
to
ready
these
for your
guys.
question?
Ooh,
It's-
yeah.
How has your experience been as a TMA manager so far?
It's been probably the last month in general has been pretty hectic for me, but it's definitely been a lot of fun. I think that I just went over about a month being the TMA manager, and working close to Jane Dean is a lot of fun. Not just with TMA, but even doing more of the mentoring side of things.
Gwen.
I've always wanted to. I'm more of a
User
behind the scenes
disconnected
sort
from
of
your
guy.
User in
So
your
I
channel
don't
timed out.
find as much interest in other sub teams than I would with TM specific work. So I think it's great that
Yeah,
I can
Gwen isn't
work a little bit
responding.
more closely with all of that stuff. And
User in
right
your
now,
channel is
with
recording.
the stuff that I have been able to do, I've had a great time.
All right.
Awesome.
Now what? Wait, the event is almost
Next
finished.
one is for me. Much like senior recruiters, do you see a system with senior mentors in the future? No. We kind of already had. I don't call them senior mentors, but basically, the mentoring manager and the TMA manager are kind of my senior mentors. We work very closely together, the three of us. We have a chat where we discuss different things with TMA or with mentoring. So I kind of consider that senior mentors, although I don't really call them that.
Okay.
Short answer. I'm gonna skip the next question because that's stupid.
What? What question?
Yeah.
User
Which
disconnected
team
from
would you
your
be a
channel.
part of other than trainee
User
management?
in your
Though
channel
it's
is
for
recording.
everyone. For me, it would be Mockcord. I was actually typing up my Mockcord application right before I was promoted.
Mockward?
to TM
What?
mentor.
Mockward?
So, yes.
Awkward? What?
User disconnected from your channel.
I would like to be a forum ninja if possible.
Forum ninja.
I mean, me too. Totally not because I know a lot of them, but I mean, like, I think for me, it's not so much what.
Oh
team
yeah,
would you
let's
join, but,
ask
like,
them
what
if
team would you
Mineplex
be
is
good at or
dying,
what
because
team
I'm
you're
very
interested in,
curious.
because I would suck
User
at finding
disconnected from your
bugs.
channel.
I love Twitter, but I don't
User in
like
your
the
channel
idea
is
of
recording.
social media marketing, so I couldn't do that. Modcord, I don't want to have my only job be to like stop people. That sounds too boring to me. I already talked about bugs and clans.
look,
I
a
literally
bar.
never play clans, so just why would I do that? And yeah, so
User left
forums,
your
like I
channel.
love writing, and the biggest thing about forums that appeals to me is literally appeals.
Come on,
because
answer me.
Appeals and apps are quite
Please.
similar. So, oh, and community management, I don't go to events, so I mean, yeah, just not interested. So.
I also would like to be an RP mentor if I was an FN, because I love RP.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so there's like 4 minutes until this stream, this event
Glitz?
ends.
Glitz.
I think.
Yes. What an
What team would
entrance.
you be on if you weren't on TM?
QA definitely, because I was very good at it. Sort of, I'm really good at finding out the reasons for why bugs became like
User in your
a
channel
thing.
is recording.
So yeah, I'd probably be QA.
Alright.
Oh, yeah,
so
admin Q&A. Let's
I've
just
thought
chat.
about this before, and like without doubt, I would say QA. It's a great team. Not bad.
I'd probably be QA. Oh, whoops, sorry.
Sorry.
I'd probably go for QA too. I just find it really interesting. I think it'd be really fun. If not QA, then community management. I kind of think that's, you know, kind of interesting. Interacting with like people and bringing up ideas. Kind of into that. That's pretty cool. But obviously recruitment any day.
I mean, I don't want to be basic.
User disconnected
QA.
from your channel.
Just because I love KT a lot, and
How about you guys ask me some
finding all the
questions
bugs
in
and
a live
testing with other
chat
people is
of the
nice
stream,
and it's fun.
because I'm kinda
But honestly though, other than
out
that,
of
like,
the
an invitation to
words
would
to
be
say or
10 out of 10.
conversations
Yeah, I
or
would take
topics
that.
to talk about.
We all.
I guess we're just gonna like listen to these guys and maybe talk.
User left your channel.
I would probably say community management, because I was quite interested in all that sort of stuff before I became a TMA
Oh,
and
wow.
stuff, but
It's
yeah, pretty much it.
Breeze Blocks is talking.
Alright.
I'd probably go for social media.
Husky, you want social media, huh? Okay.
When I first reinstated as a mod, I was hardcore tryharding for social media, and then TMA came up. But yeah, I'd probably go for SM.
Right, we got like 2 minutes before this ends.
I applied for
I think.
Modcore like a month before I got promoted to mentor, so I think that would be my other choice, because I don't think I would fit in any other team. They just don't appeal to me at all. So yeah, some sort of Modcore, I think.
This is actually my second time being in this place, in this lobby.
I would say QA, mainly because I like games. I almost said the build team. But yeah, QA or support.
Okay. Alright. Next question is for Fire, which is kind of already explained it a little bit.
Firestar.
But, how is it for you to optimize your time? And can you easily balance your real life with Mineplex, and how difficult was it for you to do that when you got Recruiter?
When I got Recruiter, it was 2 years ago at this point, and I was still in school. It wasn't super difficult because
How old is Firestar? I think
Recruiter,
she's in
and it was
college
still,
or something.
I don't want to say new, but when I got promoted, they had promoted all of the app staff up to Recruiter, so there were like quite a few new recruiters, and not that there wasn't a lot of work to do, but there were just so many of us that the work got really spread out pretty evenly. So it was pretty easy up until then. I mean, when I got promoted to Recruiter, I've told this story before, I actually thought I was getting demoted because I had gone on vacation for a week and I forgot to tell Cheer. So
Let's play a game called Jump
fun,
from a
but,
Chair to Chair.
After that, I mean, it didn't start really to get more complicated until I got to be a mentor. But I mean,
It's a Chairs plugin. I know this plugin.
So both my past job I had and this job are pretty lax about as long as it's not. As long as our store isn't busy, then as long as you're working on something, it's okay to like check your phone or to look at stuff online. As long as you're still working, and at my job now, it usually involves just cleaning stuff, so it's kind of boring by
Now
itself.
all you guys can hear is now
I mean,
slurping on a
really
background.
depends, like as soon as I get home from work and take care of all of my other stuff, then I just get on for several hours and.
So first we get cookies, and now we get some milk.
Process SRs, process apps, send out PMs again, probably. Go in game, all that fun stuff. But I mean, on a day that I'm super busy, even when I can only be online for like an hour or two, I have all of my apps that are really important set to my phone. So if something like catastrophic happens, then I will be able to help with that at some point. But I mean, I'd say making a schedule is really important, and sticking to that. I don't have anything written down now, but I kind of have a mental checklist of what I go through. And the huge part about being a mentor is to be accessible and to always be looking at your messages and making sure that you're meeting everyone's needs as they come about. So
Firestar,
and it's just
listen
kind
to
of
the milk
letting other
slurping.
people know when you aren't available. Like, if I get called into work, I usually let my mentees and all the other recruiters know that I'll be less active that day. So, like, as far as being online goes, but yeah. I hope that answered it well enough.
Just
All I hear is
listen.
milk
So much
in here.
sucking and slurping. Oh my god.
I had to fly to the sweet lane because it was irritating.
Yeah, Firestar, fly away. Fly away.
Allison, what is your favorite part about recruitment?
I mean, about the recruitment process specifically.
Guys,
and I think most
we literally
recruiters
ticked
will agree with this,
Firestar
is just,
off by
doing
standing
interviews is
under
really, really
Firestar
fun.
and just slurping our milk. Oh my god, that was so loud.
That means people
That
have
was
showed
funny.
some
She's just
potential
like, nope,
to
I
join
don't
the
want to
SAT
listen to
team,
this milk anymore.
so they're
Thank you
not,
so
like,
much.
completely clueless as
Where
to
is
what's
she?
going on.
Look, there's H2O over there. H2O. I see you there. You're the one who denied my application 2 weeks ago.
And see, kind of further
Where
what
is
their plans
Firestar?
and who they are as a person. In a situation where I think a lot of people can write really well and kind of put up a different front than they can over like voice communication. So like exposing
Oh,
people
dear.
when we have to roast them, or you know, situations that might not always be evident in an application.
Is Firestar
can
even
appear in
here?
an interview, and
Yeah,
those
she
things
is,
need
but
be
we need to.
addressed.
Hey, Gwen!
But yeah, just getting to interact
Gwen,
a little bit more with the
go
applicant
back to
themselves.
work.
I do a lot of
Go back to
casual
work,
conversation
Gwen.
in my
Right now.
interviews
Go
specifically,
back to
just
work.
'cause I like to have it
Go
pretty
back to
even
work.
with, making sure people are
You're lazy.
comfortable and things like that. But
You don't work hard
yeah,
enough.
just kind of getting to know people better.
You're my slave. You're my senpai slave. Get it? Okay?
And some
Hey.
people, you know, maybe you don't want to be friends with them. That's cool too. But
Gwen.
yeah, so yeah, just
You're
getting to interact with
lazy.
people, during interviews. That's real fun.
Can we summon our pets?
And how bad is your TMA? Is another question for you.
Oh, Snowy, she's real bad. The worst. Literally the worst.
Alright, so the event should be done by now.
I love you, Snowy.
That should be it for the event. It should be closed
the next
soon.
one was for Jay, but because he isn't here, I'm just gonna ask all mentors. On average, how many staff reports are submitted a day by the trainees?
Yeah, how many reports?
I guess it depends on the trainee.
Yeah. Well,
Everyone's like, Brad.
What's the current record?
Do I have a guardian pet?
I know
Brad, how
someone
many do you
someone
have?
just broke it.
Yeah, Brad said he had like 1,200 earlier. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So, I mean, I would say most of the time the average for trainees for their entire trial might be like 150.
Do I have Gwen on even?
That's about what I would say.
Alright
the
guys,
average is,
give me a second, I'll be right
a
back.
day that would be, but roughly.
It was too
Okay,
much for
sorry
me,
guys,
man,
so
but,
I'm back, I'm back.
I mean, 2 of my mentees now are pretty crazy, and like they submit sometimes upwards of 20 SRs a day.
Hey,
which is
John,
kind of
look.
a lot, not compared to Bradster, but
It's
you know.
your son.
So yeah, I mean, it depends on how active you are. It depends on what servers you play in.
Staff abuse.
Depends.
Staff abuse. Staff abuse. Stop hooking me up.
Alright, next one is for me. How difficult is it to be part of the recruitment team and be an admin at the same time? I'm not actually like a part of the recruitment team. I'm not a recruiter.
Glitz.
I never was.
Glitz, I'm gonna get you demoted. Just kidding, that's a joke.
I don't really know what else to say.
You're a good person,
I'm
even though I never
definitely
met
involved
you
in the
really.
thought process
Yeah, whatever.
And read Trello boards daily and interview write-ups and whatever else. But I don't actually recruit anyone. I don't.
Oh,
process
they're talking about
applications.
how
Sometimes
yeah they
I'll-
use Trello to
once in
like
a blue moon,
list
I'll,
different
I'll
applications of
comment on an
people.
application.
And Trello is like a
But, mostly
very
my
easy
job
website to
involving
use
recruitment
for
is monitoring,
organizing things.
Everything and kind of similar to the senior recruiters.
They're talking about how the process of recruitment works.
For Humil, We all know that
Yeah.
a lot of people argue after their rejection. How is it for you to control that moment of anger? Do you feel uncomfortable?
Oh.
Huh. I myself have never really had an experience. Actually, wait, there was that one time. Okay. Yeah, we don't talk about that time, but basically, most of the time.
We still have some milk to
generally,
suck.
I haven't really had an
Wait,
experience where
Firestar
I've
isn't
had a,
no.
PM,
She is
like, angry
visible.
PM.
That's why I
People
could
tend
pull up
to
her name.
kind of low-key argue their
Yeah.
rejections, but it's never that.
Guys,
I feel
tell me if you
uncomfortable when I'm
find
talking to them
Firestar.
because
I need to
you know
find
that they
her.
were rejected for a reason,
Firestar,
and
I'ma
in that
find
sense,
you
it's
and
just
I will
giving
kill
them
you.
feedback. And if they argue it, then like
Okay.
what can you do? You can't really help them in that sense. But most of the time, I get nice PMs asking
Firestar.
me why they rejected, and then
Where are you?
I give
Hey,
them a
there's
nice feedback
Samito
saying
D.
that blah blah, do better.
Samito D.
Something more elaborate than that, not just that. But yeah,
Meh.
yeah, I guess that's how I control it. Just say.
User in your channel
nice
is
to
recording.
All right.
Kill them with
H2O.
kindness. Channel is recording.
Marcy.
No, we are not talking about that time.
User in your
All right,
Oh,
Joey,
look, they're building
how is it for
something,
you
guys.
when
Look,
you
the
see a
staff are
member
building
resign
something.
or get demoted?
What is it? Awkward is my fave.
It
Oa
depends on if, like, how well
XOXO.
I know them, I guess. But most of the time, it's always sad times because I know how it feels to be demoted or resign, etc.
Look at this heart.
So on that plan, I kind of relate to them, and I feel kind of sad. But I also know that we have our real life priorities, so that's kind of what makes me think about it. So yeah, it's not a good feeling, but we all have to move on at some point, I guess.
Yeah. Sorry, it's sad.
User in your channel is recording.
For Mishi, does the interview, this is a three-parter, does the
Three-parter.
interview require much knowledge? Is
Oh,
it
yeah.
a difficult interview? And
It's the
what would you
difficult
say for
interview.
people
This
that
is
want to
useful.
apply but are too scared of passing
Guys,
the
listen,
application
this is
stage?
important.
Okay, so for the first part, does the interview require much knowledge? What I usually tell all the my interviews that get to that stage is, it's mostly sort of a common thing. So if you've been around the community, you know, on the forums, and you know you've been reading your rules, you know, you should not have a problem answering the questions. They're set to like a standard that isn't either neither difficult or hard. So it's just, you know, in the middle. Like,
So the
you
interview
get
should
them.
not be hard.
If,
Okay.
you know,
I do not want to be
we don't
stressed
expect
out.
you to get every single one of them, but you should be, you know, if you're serious about the position and like just all the rules, you know, so that we know you're knowledgeable, you should get a few, quite a few of them right. The second one, is it a too difficult interview? Depends on how you look at it. I've had some nervous people, you know, I've interviewed some nervous people and, you know, they said that it was difficult, but generally I try to make it so that you're comfortable when you're taking an interview. And yeah, I try to interact with you as much as possible so that it feels like it's sort of a friendly environment and that, you know, you can answer into the best possible standard. As for the questions, they shouldn't be too hard. They're mostly about yourself, so if you know yourself well, I mean, I guess you can go far, but they should not be difficult.
Let me. Oh no, some people already got
And
on.
the last part, what would you say for people that want to apply but are scared of passing the application stage?
Oh, somewhere over the rainbow.
I guess just go for it. Like,
Awkward is my favorite.
if you're scared of passing the application stage, I mean, you shouldn't be. The interview stage.
Oh, I got a
does seem
mail.
like, you know,
I got an
everybody's
email
scared
on
about it, but
forums
once you're
from
done and
somebody.
finished, it doesn't seem too bad.
Oh, cool.
I remember myself
Firestar
going into the
messaged me
interview, like, I was
back.
terrified. At the very end of the day, like, you know, it doesn't. It's not bad. It's over and done with. It's
Okay.
not even that bad. So yeah, no. Just because there's an interview stage and the observation stage,
User left
and you're
your
scared about that,
channel.
doesn't mean you should apply. You shouldn't apply. If you're dedicated, you know, always apply. So yeah, that's it for me.
Alright, thank you.
So now what?
For Husky, how... I'm gonna reword this question a little bit because it doesn't make sense in its current form. How does it feel to how does it feel to see a trainee that you mentored get promoted to moderator?
Oh.
I'd say.
I would say they grow
it's
up
kind of a tough
so
situation
fast.
for me, especially. I'd probably say it's as much happiness as it is sadness. kind of from what I said
It's like
before,
watching somebody
it's,
grow up.
really great to get to know them for the 2 months, but it's also kind of sad to let them leave the nest, so to speak.
Yeah. I would feel the
And
same.
I mean, it's great to see that they're moving on with their staff journeys, and especially with the ones that are promoted, they're already doing a great job, and seeing their aspirations and going for that, I think that it's great to be a part of that. But also knowing that you're not going to have as much daily conversations as you would have when they were our mentee. I think that it's a little bit of both. I'd probably say pretty happy though.
That's good.
Alright.
That's good.
And then for everyone, what do you like most about being on TM, and what is it that makes TM more appealing than any other senior mod team?
Oh, say again.
So what do you like most about TM, and why is it more appealing to you than any other senior mod team?
'Cause it's the best team. This is an easy question.
User disconnected from your channel.
I mean, I chose recruitment first because
User disconnected from
you
your
know,
channel.
recruiters talk like weekly, and we have meetings like every
User
week, and
left your channel.
it really is the most interactive and close team. Like, we talk to each other the most, and we interact with each other a lot, and we wouldn't function as a team if we didn't, you know,
User
get
in
along
your
with each
channel
other
is
and
recording.
work together. So that's the aspect about recruitment that makes it stand out to
User
me.
left your channel.
With mentoring, it's like working with the trainees, and obviously, and you know, getting those people through their trial, and it's just really satisfying to me to watch someone go through the whole process and then do great things on the staff team, and then you know they achieve teams and they join some mod teams, and you were there from them from the start. It's just really satisfying.
Look at all this
You feel
stuff.
like you're being useful.
Time to get annoying with some milk. Haha. Alright, let's get annoying. Look, I'm in the front
For
of
me,
the
team. For recruitment, I guess. It's what Rach said as well. I love the interaction.
Oh my
we
god,
have
there's water.
within the team ourselves. It's just great. Morale is high because of that. You know, we get to learn a lot about each other, and it's just great. It's such a great work environment. But on the other hand, I also like interacting with new people. It's really interesting to see, you know, who comes and applies and gets onto the team. It's really interesting to see, you know, the diverse sort of community, and it's, you know, you have sort of self-achievement, I guess, seeing your interviewee progress throughout the team, and that's pretty cool as well.
For me personally, I did a lot of mentoring and recruitment kind of stuff on other servers that I had been staff on before, and I knew I really enjoyed
Jesus,
that
guys,
side.
just listen. This is so chaotic.
Being able to come to Mineplex and actually really focus a lot of my energy on just improving the staff team. I've always been the type of person to focus more on the staff team rather than the community. I mean, I love the community and everything, but it's never been my main focus to help improve in different ways. It's always been focusing on the staff team and helping staff members to be the best person that they can be and anything like that. So mentoring is what originally, you know, drew me to training management. So just getting to help people
This live stream
and
has
improve the staff
lasted
team
like
in any way that I
57
could
minutes already.
was what drew me to the position.
Yeah, I mean, when I first got interviewed, I guess it's the fact that it's the first kind of meeting point between the community and the staff team in a more personal sense, the interview. And it's just that from then on I was inspired to join the team, and it's something that I've always wanted to do, because when hearing about the work on recruitment, I felt like there wasn't anything on the team that I wouldn't enjoy doing. And at the same time, it's a wonderful team. The amount of community interaction you have on a personal level, and especially in interviews, it's just great, and I don't think you get that in any other team really. So that's probably why.
I'm currently eating pancakes with Nutella.
User in your channel is recording.
The question was what drew us to recruitment, right?
User disconnected from your channel.
Yeah.
I guess I'll go. For me, back when app staff
Oh,
was
we got
a thing,
7
you don't
people
hear that
watching.
anymore,
That's
but,
crazy.
I was on
Not
customer
crazy, but
support, and I
had like
got off of it
15
like,
before, but
about a week
I've recently
before the
stopped
apps
streaming
for
and
apps
making
team
videos
opened.
because of this
And when
Mac
I was
computer.
a helper,
You know.
my 3 dream teams in order were support, recruitment, and trainee management, or helper management at the time. So I applied for apps team, and I didn't
James, I wasn't
think I
promoted
was
to
gonna get
trainee.
It, even though my app was, I thought my app
I'm
was
not a
pretty
trainee,
good, but
James.
I was like, I mean, they get plenty
Thank
of
you for the
applicants,
support,
know,
but
it sucks if I don't, but
I'm
you
not-
know, I can always go for the forums or try and become a mentor or something.
Along came
and I
Josh
got
commented,
accepted, and
what?
They talked about it a little
No,
bit.
no, no, I'm
already,
I'm
but
not a trainee, okay?
the part
I'm
that
just
really did it to
simply
me was,
visiting
for
this
what I like
event
really
because it's
menial
very
work,
good.
Like processing
I do
thousands
this- I
of
will do
apps
this
is
every-
right up my alley.
Oh my gosh.
It's
The rainbow is
kinda
now
something that you
watering.
can just get really efficient at,
Flowers.
and you don't have to. I don't want to say you don't have to put a lot of brain power into it, but I mean, in a way,
James,
it's kind of relaxing. 'cause
along
you
came
just
Josh.
kind of
I'll
go
join
through
after
it
the
all
stream
and
is
listen to some
has
relaxing
ended,
music.
okay?
I sound like a dork, but
James, you're bringing all
it's
these
pretty
people.
nice that
Oh
way,
no, I
and
almost fell.
Then,
Crap.
I mean, my favorite part is the interviews, and it's really nice to just be
Don't
able
worry,
to
James. I
interact with
literally
someone else
applied
in
for
a way
trainee
like that, and
I mean
see
yesterday
how much
in the
they care
morning.
about the community, because the
I worked a
whole
lot of
reason
my
I wanted to
applications, so
become a recruiter
hopefully
was
it will
to
get
help shape the
accepted.
growth of the server through the staff team on a higher
So-
level rather
User
than.
disconnected.
'cause,
I
like,
wish
you
I
can be
was a
helpful in lobbies and you can
trainee,
punish
but
hackers,
thank
and that's
you.
all well and
Thank
good,
you,
that's,
James.
maintenance kind of work
I guess
on the
this is
server,
like your
but
foreshadowing
wanted
that I will
to help,
succeed
like,
in my
bring more people
application.
who had
I
their
believe
own
so.
ideas that could make the server better, and I felt like the best way to
Right.
do that was to
If you
become a
have guys
recruiter,
any
so.
questions, you can ask me. I'm just gonna listen to these people talk about recruitment and staff and whatever.
Alrighty. Thank you all. Allison, how difficult is it to critique apps?
Critique apps.
In general, it's not that hard. We kind of have an idea of what we're looking for in each application,
Oh.
different qualities about people. So generally, it's just really about sitting down and taking the time to read through them and write notes on them. The hardest part for me
disconnected from your
specifically
channel.
is I have a hard time concentrating. So
Oh.
if I'm doing application comments,
Sound muted.
My application's quality is 99.2% pure.
2 times as long to do an app comment. So I generally will just go and listen to music. Sometimes that helps me focus. So I'll sit down and just listen to music and close all of my other tabs and just focus on doing those. But the apps themselves are really fun to read over and just see what people say. Sometimes the longer ones take a lot longer just because there's more material to go over. But I really enjoy the long ones and the short ones as well.
Alright,
the short
along
ones are
came
generally a
Josh.
little
I'm
bit
coming on
easier.
Spy DMC.
Okay, well, yeah.
Give
the
me a
short ones are a
second.
little bit easier to go through because they're a lot quicker.
User in your channel timed
But
out. Channel is
generally, we
recording.
have a set idea of what we're looking for in an applicant. And
I'll be
we have to
joining
write that down
another
whether
server,
we think
guys,
they
for a
meet those
second,
or
because he
not,
wants
so
to
it's not
show me
too
something. One of my friends. Friends' friend. He has a lot of subscribers, by the way, like 57,000.
Yeah, no, that it
User in
definitely
your
depends
channel
on
is
the length.
recording.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
All right. Next question is for me. Do mentors look
User
at
in
the
your channel
applications
is
too?
recording.
Yes. Mentors at any point in time can comment on an applicant.
Okay.
That's the short version. Humel, why must a future applicant create another application if the first one was deemed accepted? What?
I've been
Do they
thinking
mean
about
for an
this.
interview?
Yeah, I think so. Right. So, I was thinking about this question, and I guess there's two ways you can look at it. A, the interview, and B, if they were accepted as a trainee already, and then demoted / resigned, and then they had to apply again. Okay, so in either situation, if the first application is deemed acceptable, and you are you either resign, you are demoted, or you have an interview and you don't pass the interview, I think for me the main thing is you need to be able to improve
User was
all
moved
the
out
time.
of your channel.
You can't just
User
sit there
entered
and
your
think that,
channel.
oh, I've done the work for the first
User
time, I
was
put the
moved
effort
out of
in
your
for the first
channel.
time, and that means that I don't need to improve on
We're
that.
having a trainee.
Even with people who have their applications rejected, I always look at previous applications and I think, has this person used the feedback that they had and tried and put effort in to improve their application? And if that's something that you haven't really
User
done,
disconnected
then
from
not
your
only does
channel.
it show for want of a better word, laziness, but at the same time, your
Hold on,
dedication
so
to
Firestar says, we're having a
know,
trainee
it's-
management Q&A
to
on
us, it
Cystic
doesn't
right
show
now,
your
so we're not
dedication
playing
to
games
it.
at the moment.
And
Okay.
that's a quality that you really should have as a staff member, in my opinion.
User
Yeah.
disconnected from your channel.
Fair enough.
Yeah, this server had a renewal,
Nishi.
I remember. It has completely updated.
Gonna be a difficult question to answer, but how many applications a day do you get?
Yeah, how many? 15 is
So,
my guess.
I guess it's kind of similar to a question we had before where there was...
If they say
I think
15,
somebody
I
asked how
get a
many
free
apps we get within a
moderator
week.
rank.
I guess it's similar in the sense that, you know, one day we could have like
User disconnected
anywhere
from
from
your
like,
channel.
I don't know, 50 to like, I don't know, it really depends on, like, for example, summer's like prime time for when people are playing, but when school starts, there's generally less and less. So I can't give an exact answer to that, but yeah, that's basically how many we get.
Right.
Okay. So now what?
I'm gonna start skipping a couple questions because we're going rather long.
But it's so fun.
I love answering questions.
Same.
You do? I think it's fun, yeah, unless they're very
I mean, I
complicated.
guess I can ask this one. When you joined TM, what was the easiest thing you started with? Like, what did you find the easiest to understand, I guess? For everyone. So,
Somewhere
mentors and
over
recruiters.
the rainbow.
I mean, I guess you
User
can
in your
say
channel
that I
Moderators
already
and
had
hackers
prior
fly.
experience as like being a TMA.
They
like, you
built
get to attend
parkour
meetings,
for us.
do SRs, things like that. I guess I
nice.
just had to like prepare my board documents and forms for like the next batch of trainees, since I started off with none.
Yeah, I mean, with the mentoring side, you go through the whole TMA process, so you kind of know what to expect once you
Look at
actually
this.
get
How
mentor.
long does this
But
last?
when I first got TMA, I would say like SRs or staff reports were
Oh,
the
I see.
easiest to get through, just because I had a lot of experience on reports patrol.
No!
And I
Are you
like
kidding
to
me?
think that I had a decent amount of role knowledge. So they're really easy just to go through and make sure that everything is correct on the document that the trainees have submitted and everything. So that was the easiest part of probably like grasping the whole thing.
Okay. I'm so bored. I don't know what
for
to
me, it was
say.
a little, I don't know if this is going to be the same as everyone else, but since I was a moderator back when trainee app request comment things were a thing, so I used to do like comments on apps as a moderator, not part of recruitment, and it was something that I did quite often and something that I got used to. So when I did get recruited, that's the thing that I guess I kind of fell into first, and I found it easiest to do. Because the other things you kind of had, there was a learning curve, whereas with commenting on apps, although it gets better with practice, it's something that I had done before, so it's easier to get across.
This is nerve-wracking a
so,
bit.
Yeah, probably that.
User in your channel is recording.
Anyone else?
Go ahead,
Gonna say it again. Back when app staff
Hey,
was
Zulu
a
joined.
thing,
This stream is a
the
bomb.
duties of it were different
People
than
are actually
recruiters
joining
now.
me.
We couldn't do observations
Because it's a
at all.
good event. I mean, it's a
So
public
we
event.
could
Oh,
process
come on.
apps, and we
Whatever.
didn't comment on them,
User in your
surprisingly
channel is
enough, because we had apps helpers, which only commented. Like, that was their whole job. They just wrote comments. And so I didn't know that immediately, but then they told me, so I never really did app comments for like 2 or 3 months. And you
I think
did
I'm gonna
interviews
call
as
my
well
friend
as
Grumus.
an apps mod,
I think
so
he
you
might
just
actually
processed apps
join
and
me.
did interviews. That was pretty much it. So for me, the easiest thing has always been processing apps, just getting
Wait,
in
I
the
can't
groove,
find
and
him.
like I said earlier.
Oh yeah, he changed his
and
name
then
too.
Interviews, I guess,
A
as
very
well,
long
are
Chinese
my
weird
strong
name.
suit, because at this point I've been doing them for over 2 years, so it's
Let's
just
give him
interviews
let's
are
give him a
one
call.
thing. I think the thing that gets better with more experience,
Here we go.
especially because you'll get to
Is he gonna answer?
sort of
Maybe.
interact and deal with all different sorts of people from all over the world, depending on your time zone. And
yep.
get to know them and how better to handle
He
people
couldn't
with
join
specific,
us.
you know,
Sadly.
issues and stuff, which is really cool. as far as being a mentor goes, I wasn't a TMA at all beforehand, and when I got promoted, I had 3 mentees who I needed to take care of because their mentor had moved on to a different team. So I had to hit the ground running with that. I didn't have
When
a whole
will
lot
the
of time to
event
prepare.
start?
And I think the
It
easiest
has been like
thing
an
for me
hour.
is
You
probably just communicating with them and talking to them. So.
Well, for recruitment, the easiest thing for me, well, because I was an RA, the main thing that I did as an RA, apart from
This is a place of craziness.
observations and that kind of thing, was application comments. So I feel like I kind of had that down, which was probably the easy thing for me because that doesn't really change. It didn't really change from when you were an RA to being a recruiter. Like your app comments were still the same. So probably I would say either app comments or observations because I used to really take to those. Yeah, I would probably say apps or observations were the easiest things to transition to because they were exactly the same thing.
For me, I'd say apart from comments because I was an RA as well, so they kind of basically were almost the same from recruiter to RA. Something else that was quite easy for me, well, it wasn't easy, I guess it was just more, it felt more natural to me, was interviews because I used to
snap,
be on a
it's
server
Rosie
before
just
where I did
messaged me back.
basically the same thing and I was really passionate about it. So, coming onto here as well as being on RA, I guess I got a lot of experience with it. So, I slipped into it naturally and yeah.
Alright.
My iPad is about to die, so I won't be able to read your comments on the live
I
stream.
feel like we kind of answered this with a lot of things already. For all recruiters, how many interviews do you conduct weekly? Again, depends on the week, but give an average.
Like Allison said, we probably did like 7 yesterday altogether.
We're getting a flower.
I would say generally
User
there's like
disconnected from
1
your
to 2
channel.
per person a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
User
don't know what else to say about it.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Thank you for a flower.
I heard that the rules changed on a forum topic for people
User
under
in your channel
14.
is recording.
Is this true,
Oh.
and was it applied recently?
A couple months ago, yeah.
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 User disconnected from
Yeah,
your
can you get the
channel.
link?
I think we talked about that a little bit earlier.
Yeah, no, it's explained in
Hold on, guys, let me put my
detail on
iPad
Firesource
to
thread.
User
charge.
disconnected from your channel.
It's probably gonna be clearer than anything we could explain here.
User disconnected from your channel.
How long is this event even gonna
For all
last?
mentors, what was the largest amount of mentees that you had at once?
A lot, maybe?
6.
I want to say 12. But
12.
that was a while
I
ago.
You
think
had
that's the most
12
I've
people
had,
to
which
mentor?
wasn't that
That's
long ago,
crazy.
Actually, but
Yeah.
that's because I do PC and Pocket Edition. I mean, I have 11 now. Yeah, I have 11 right now.
11.
So, after today.
So one of your
That's quite a
mentors
few,
got
but that's
mentees got
mainly
promoted.
because of Pocket Edition.
Alrighty. I mean, this one we also answered with the other
Man,
one.
go back to work. I told you this like 30 minutes
question from
ago.
me, do you ever feel like your job is stressful or annoying at points? Or you like it no matter what? It's definitely stressful and annoying at points. I was actually talking to Nathan about it yesterday. The most annoying part about being an admin is having to deal with stupid things.
Yeah, too bad I can't
either
talk,
community
really.
members create for themselves or staff members
Oh, well.
create for themselves. You know, it's issues that you don't exactly have to deal with, but you have to deal with because they made a problem out of it. Yeah, that's the most annoying part of being an admin. In terms of my team, nothing is annoying and I really enjoy it. Except for maybe sometimes dealing with blacklisted people, but that's mostly fire.
Yep.
So yeah.
So what's
Well, Breeze is no longer here, but
This event is like long. Holy crap.
I guess for any mentor, what is the team that most of your mentees wanted to join?
Trainee management.
I didn't even think I'm gonna stream that long every
No,
time.
a lot of times people come in and don't really know what they want to do, which is completely fine.
I have some
think more than
sunflower
anything,
seeds. I just
people
had my
aren't sure which team
pancakes with
they wanna
Nutella.
join.
Oh boy. Okay.
At this point, I've had mentees on every single team except community management, and fingers crossed that some of my mentees will get promoted to that soon. It really depends, just because, like, yeah, it just depends. None of mine have had a particular, like, leaning, especially because what they want at the beginning of their trial might not be what they want at the end, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, from what I remember as a mentor, most of my mentees wanted to join TM, but there was a variety of teams. Except for Mockord. Sorry, Mockord.
User disconnected from your channel.
Savage.
That's true. I've had like one person say they actually want to join Modcore.
Yeah.
Just
It's probably because as a community member you don't really have any idea of what Mockcore does, and as a staff member you kind of figure that out. What is the biggest change you've made since you became admin of Trainee Management? I mean, I made a lot of little changes. There's no big thing that I can remember. Correct me if I'm wrong, team members, but
Gwen, look at me in the eye. Go back
it's just a
to
whole
work
bunch
or
of
you're
little
fired.
changes that turn into a bigger thing, I guess, but there's nothing huge that I've changed over the last half a year. Yeah, no. I can name a couple of small things. We have a sort of quota now where we make sure that applications are always answered in time, and that there's no really long waiting time for people who submit an application. The underage process was changed after talking about it with the entire recruitment team.
Yay.
For mentoring, we are now having monthly mentoring meetings since 2 months ago. And there are some changes coming to both recruitment and mentoring, but that depends on how fast some things are developed. So, yeah.
User in your channel is recording.
For everyone, is it stressful doing your job, especially if you have school/work/ other IRL things?
Gee.
Yeah, I mean, it can be. Obviously, the more that you're expected to do on Mineplex and the more that you have real life going on, because some days I come on and after school and do what I need to do for mentoring or recruitment, and I don't have time to just hang out and play on the server with my friends or anything. But again, it goes back to the time management and making sure you use that time that you have wisely, and making sure that you get everything done that needs to get done. And sometimes that means sacrificing, you hanging out with your friends on TeamSpeak or anything like that. But you have to get it done. So
yeah, I'll take it seriously because it's fun. I can't wait to actually start recording this series of banning hackers as a moderator. That'll be sick, or a trainee at first.
The most stressful thing for me, hands down, is the blacklist, because there's several people on it now, and you gotta constantly, they get into trouble a lot, so you gotta constantly be on them and be looking at all the drama, and there's not, like, what, people ask me, like, how do you get blacklisted? I'm like, well, I mean, why are you asking me that question? But it really just depends. There is stuff that's worse to do than other stuff, but I mean, at the end of the day, you're still on the blacklist, so, but you just gotta constantly be looking, and if there's some new drama, you gotta go up and investigate it, and you gotta be on them all the time and make sure that they're improving. I mean, part of what it is you have to help, I have to help them improve to get off of the blacklist, like giving them suggestions, and usually that just comes down to whatever you did to get on the blacklist, reverse it, and so don't do it again, and then you'll get unblacklisted more or less.
Your friend request.
It's stressful because 9 times out of 10, if you say something to them, you're going to get a nasty message back, and those are not super fun to deal with. So that's for sure the most stressful part I have to deal with.
Look at this party, everyone. Look how insane this is.
The only time I really felt, and I haven't been on recruitment that long, and actually the majority of the time that I have, I've been on vacation for the past like 3 months. But I think the only time that I really felt stressed out managing stuff IRL and with recruitment
User
was
in your
when I had
channel
my
timed
exams
out.
going on, and that's something that you kind of just have to sit there and question, like, do you want to go completely inactive? Do you still want to do stuff and then risk taking some time off revision? And like for me, it's always put school and work before Mineplex, but my exams went by easier than I thought they would, and I still managed to get my activity going on recruitment whilst I had my exams. But that's probably the only real time I felt like I was close enough to being stressed out.
Yeah, basically I'm gonna be basic and just
User left
basically
your
say what
channel.
everybody else said.
User in your channel is recording.
I do find it stressful when, you know, school certainly, and sometimes work can get, you know, at one point I was working and it was quite stressful to, you know, get working on stuff. But other than that, my job is, I guess, recruitment is fine. There are sometimes like some annoying, stressful sort of applicants, but other than that, it's fine.
For me, I don't really find recruitment stressful. The only time I really found recruitment stressful was when I was like quite new. A big problem for me when I was new was lack of confidence in my abilities to do app comments and do interviews, and I just had no confidence in myself, and I really struggled with that. And I really stressed myself out with that, like just not feeling good enough and not feeling like I was performing as good as everyone else was. But with time, you know, that goes away and you get more experience and you become more comfortable with your interview style, your application comment style, and you grow into your own recruiter.
User left your channel.
And yeah, I don't really find anything stressful anymore. I mean, the only, as everyone else has said, to be basic, but the only thing I find stressful is when applicants make it stressful for me.
Wow.
But other than
So
that,
it can be
when I'm at
vice
work, I don't
versa.
really think it's stressful.
Я не с тем не говорю, я просто с тем устраиваю.
For me, it can get stressful at times, but I guess it just depends on your current situation, like how many mentees you have, if you're a mentor, what's going on IRL, things like that. I try my best to balance my time and like spread out my work evenly, just so that everything can get done on time.
User in your channel is
And like to
recording.
help with that, I even have like my own personal Trello board, like how Allison does. So yeah.
Right.
It's been like 2 hours, you guys. How long is this gonna last?
User disconnected
Guess
from your
I'll
channel.
answer this one. How does someone get an early promotion? Simple answer is they go above and beyond the expectations we set for them.
Oh, so
And
you can
that's also the
get
hard
promoted
answer.
early.
There's not really
That is
anything
good.
more I can say about that. PE mentors, that's basically Allison. What was it like first mentoring PE trainees? Do you prefer it over PC?
When it first was introduced, because the staff team was brand new, it was a lot more difficult compared to PC, and it still is in some ways. They're
The
very
Yoshi
different,
YouTube.
and the mentees that I get are very different from the PC server. So in some ways it's better, and in some ways I don't like it as much. But when it was first starting out, it was kind of just confusing for all of us, I think, involved, just because it was brand new and we didn't really know what we were doing. As much as because it's such
Oh,
a
hey,
different
there's a
platform from the
YouTuber.
PC server, they have a lot of similarities, but they're also very
Ah.
different. So at the start, it was kind of
Куда?
trying to figure out what to do in certain situations and make sure that we had staff members there to help out and everything in that community. But now that we've got a little bit more established, it's becoming much more like or more similar to the PC side, I would say. And we kind of figured out how to work around the issues that presented themselves. But other than that, I mean, there's not a ton of difference, just because you still have to meet expectations and deal with some of the same issues that
User
pop up
disconnected
with
from your
PC
channel.
mentees. But it's easier for me for PC, I think, just because I play on PC, and so I have a little bit more of a feel of what the PC side deals with. And Pocket Edition, I'm not as experienced in as a staff member, which I've played on it before, but I don't spend hours and hours a day on it. So that's a little bit more difficult for me as a mentor to kind of help out in some ways. But I've worked to get at least a basic understanding of what happens on the PE server and things. So yeah, I mean, I don't really have a favorite. I think both of them are so different that they can't really be compared at this point. But yeah, I don't like choosing favorites.
Okay. Oh.
Oh.
For everyone.
For everyone.
What's your favorite animal, color, and pastime?
God.
Oh, I don't know what my favorite animal would be actually.
Grizzly bear.
What is that? What?
Why?
I don't know.
Why? I guess I'm gonna be basic. Dog, blue, and watching anything on the internet.
My favorite animal is probably a sloth. Because they're cute and really
User
funny
entered
because
your
they move
channel.
so slow. My favorite color is pink, but like a ballet pink that's really almost not even pink. It's almost white. I like very, very, very light pink. And my favorite pastime is watching movies. I'm a big movie person, so I just watch movies all the time.
I used to watch Breaking Bad every day.
Okay, I got my links ready this time. So, yeah, you guys are gonna see. Okay, my all-time favorite animal, very specific. I have all-time top 3, but they're all the same species, which is a cat. My favorite is this, which is the Tsushima leopard cat. It's an endangered, small wild cat species that lives on the Tsushima Island in Japan, and they're very majestic and beautiful. But they're endangered, and there's a lot of conservation stuff going towards them, which I'm hoping to get involved with. But the next one is called the Yama Picaria, which is also another endangered Japanese wildcat. So, and then the third is Jacob's fishing cat, or just the fishing
User
cat.
in your channel
I've got to
Jacob's
see those
Sartorius.
before, and they're really cool.
The
'cause
Pokemon
they have
kid.
webbed paws, like really
I
big paws,
play
and they
Pokemon
catch fish
Go
out of streams
every
and stuff,
day.
and they're very beautiful. They're not endangered, but they're not exactly like thriving either. So, and my favorite color is this, which is cerulean, which is blue, I guess, but just in case you wanted a specific shade. And
Oh, it's
my
blue.
favorite pastime is I'll tie 4 of them equally. Playing video games, pretty much any video game, but I'm partial to Nintendo because that's what I grew up playing. Reading, writing, and drawing, I'll count that as one, and then Twitter, just Twitter in general. Looking at art on Twitter and reading memes on Twitter and news. And Twitter is the best.
I'm not as unique and interesting as Fire. My favorite color, is that the order it goes in? Oh god. Yeah.
Animal
Doesn't
color.
matter.
Favorite animal would be a penguin.
This
because they're cute
advertiser
and
is
I've always loved
extreme.
them.
Holy crap.
My favorite color, lime green probably. I don't know why. I just like it. I like the color of those Granny Smith apples. Those are nice. Favorite pastime.
Well, what you
probably
sing, Sonny?
Reading, although I don't do it as much because I don't have as much time. But if I did, I would read all day long. So there's that.
Sorry. So
User
my
in your
favorite
channel is
animal.
recording. User disconnected from
I
your
guess I'm
channel.
gonna be basic and say dog, but it's also dolphin. And I guess the most interesting
User
animal I
left your
find is
I have
a
2 cats.
tardigrade.
One is
I
orange,
don't know
and
if
the
you
other
guys
one
know what that
is
is, but there it is. It's like a small, like
gray. I
kind
think
of-
it's like
I think
Russian
it's like
blue
an
or
insect
something.
kind of thing.
It
But-
looks like a
User
mite.
entered your channel.
Yeah, it's kind of small
Oh.
little mite, and they're called like water bears, but basically they're
Yeah.
like really resistant, and they set they've sent some up to space, and they found that like they can still breed and stuff like that in there, which is really cool.
Huh.
What was the order? When went? Oh yeah. Favorite color? I guess it's dark blue. And favorite pastime? I guess I'd have like top 3. I'd say, yeah. I mean, generally like just hanging out with friends, basketball, and programming, I guess.
Okay.
For me,
User in your
my
channel
favorite
is
animal
recording.
is going to be obviously a rabbit because
I wonder what will happen if I
used
kill
to
myself
have
for,
a
like,
total
from
of
here.
15 pet rabbits at once.
Oh my gosh.
Because we used to breed them, and yeah, I was just really close to them because I was the only
go.
person who could actually differentiate
Oh,
between
never
each
mind.
individual rabbit.
Full damage has been disabled.
So I was the only one that knew who was who, basically. And yeah, loved them and I miss them. And yeah, that's my rabbits. My favorite
User left
animal.
your channel.
My favorite color is, if you know me, obviously pink.
User in your channel is
Everything is
recording.
pink in
User
relation
in
to
your
like
channel is
all
recording.
the recruiter
Let's send a
documents that we
friend
have.
request to everybody.
It's all pink.
Let's
my throat, pink.
maybe okay.
You know, if I ever
Achlebeck 90.
do get the opportunity
Achlebeck.
to become a mentor, my board will also be pink.
Oh well.
Yeah,
Javne.
no particular reason. It's just a great color. Pastimes. I'm a really boring person. So my pastimes are just really having a laugh
User
with
in your
my
channel is
friends
recording.
on TeamSpeak all night till like 4
You have
a.m.
friends?
Yeah, wow, Allison.
What friends are you?
Yikes.
Just kidding. I mean, I don't really consider them friends. I guess they're just
People that talk to me.
take up my time,
Okay.
I guess.
People that are willing to talk to me.
Yeah, I pay them, so I
Great.
guess they're friends.
Yeah.
But apart from that, eating is basically all I do. So, yeah,
Or
that's
pink
it.
on Wednesdays.
Actually, though.
Yes, yes.
Favorite animal for me would have to be penguins. Color blue, like the old trainee tag.
I kinda wanna
And
end the stream
pastime would
because
be
they're just
singing
talking
or
about
listening to
favorite
music.
animals, all that stuff, and
Yeah,
I.
I'm not. I guess I'm a boring person.
I just want to take
I'm getting tired
a
of
moment
sitting
to
on my butt.
appreciate that you described it as the old trainee tag, not the eternal tag.
Yeah.
The old trainee tag.
The old training management tag.
Alright.
Guys, look, Chiz has come
How
back
many
from the
applications
dead.
did you guys
Chiz
have
is
to
back.
for helper / trainee? For me, it was 3, but I don't count my first one because I was just like no. But yeah.
I submitted one and got accepted.
She had a really good interview.
Yeah.
I had 2, but like Dean, I don't count the first one because they had just changed the requirements before I submitted it, and so I wanted to test and see if what would have gotten accepted under the old requirements would have not gotten accepted, and it didn't, so I was like, okay, I see you. They actually did change it, so...
I don't want to talk about mine, because okay, so it took me 13. Right, the first I don't count the first 11 because right. So I didn't know that you had to be detailed. Okay, when I started applying, I thought it was just something that you have to just show them that you want to apply, and that it's just an application to show interest and nothing about
User in
setting
your
yourself.
channel is
The
recording.
minute I realized that I needed to actually write something for this, I got an interview on that one, so I don't count the first 11.
I was lucky I only had one, and I'm grateful for that.
I mean, I'm like Brian Dean. Technically speaking, I submitted 2 applications, but my first application was just really dumb, and I just didn't try it, and I got rejected for not enough detail because I literally put 1 sentence for each each question. And then the first one that I tried got accepted, so we don't talk about that one.
I submitted 5, but I only count 4 because someone gave me a false warning point, which led to a rejection.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Should have argued that.
I did.
You know what, guys? That's gonna
Sometimes
be
things just happen.
That's gonna be.
How old are you when you
Let's
did that?
Let's mute those guys. Alright, guys, I think this is gonna be it for this trainee acceptance party. I mean, there's just nothing exciting to hear from them, from the staff team. I am not gonna be able to like stream this every Friday, like that long, but I will stream this every Friday before school starts, until school starts, because for me, this event starts at 2:30 and I still have, the school ends at 3:30, so when school starts I won't be able to stream this until the school ends, and I'll just continue on. So I'm just gonna end this live stream right now, because they have finished recruiting all the trainees. And now they're just talking about different stories, and I guess, yeah, next time I'm not gonna sit here for as long as I just did. Because, my goodness, it's been like an hour and 30 minutes. Wow. It's a long one. That's what she said. Let's see what... Oh, I can't even click this. Oh, well. Yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys next time. Let's just see what they're talking about for the last time.
There are a lot less of them than when I became an admin, but that was not really...
Yeah.
A choice. Yeah, no, that's pretty much it. What is your daily routine as a member of the trainee management team?
Sound muted.
Alright, guys, I'm gonna leave TeamSpeak. Goodbye. Yeah. Alright. Thank you for watching. Bye, everyone. Goodbye. Look at this place. Let's take a look at this place for the last time until the next Friday. We also have a great thumbnail we made. We got a WSW MSWS bot. Wait, let's actually hit this bot. Hello? What? Where did the bot go? I just had a Gwen bot flying above me, testing if I had kill aura or something. I wanted to hit that bot several times so I could maybe get banned because it's funny. Gwen. Where's your bot? Where's your bot? Come on. Hey, yes, yes, yes. Hey. Where did you go? Gwen, you... Gwen. Alright, let's do this in private. Let's do it in a pub. Yeah, pub, right here. Pub area. In the lobby. Alright. Hyper speed. If I look down, it's gonna appear. Yeah, it's kinda hard to actually trigger him without hacks. Yep, nothing. Alright. This is gonna be it for the stream, guys. Goodbye. Goodbye.